Alright, welcome back. Welcome to this lecture. This is one of the most important lecture for the options platform. Okay, this is where we will set up the indicator settings for our trade. Okay, we will review our secret indicator settings and determine how to trade. So simplified for this video only, we will just go through on how to set up the indicators. Then in the next few lecture, we'll go to the method direct. Okay, so let's begin. Chart type, change to candle. Time frame, change to 2 minutes. Make sure your change interval automatically is unchecked. Graphical tool, ignore. Indicators, what we will be using is only one very simple indicator. One of my favorite, which is called the Bollinger Band. Period, change to 7. Deviation, change to 3. Color and display is up to you to change your colors. If you do not know what is basically a Bollinger Band, go to how to use, go through this video. Okay? Intended use, using a strategy like this. Very simple. Apply, you have something like this. Okay? So make sure in your setting that you already have set up the, let me just double check the setting, that all the charts will be using the same settings. So let's give it a try. When you open a new currency, do you need to apply the setting again? Nope, you do not need to. So all the settings will be here. What you will need to see eventually will be something like this. For beginners, we'll always start with maybe just 4. Eventually, I will want you to go all the way to 9. We shall see something like this. So just let me assure you, things might look a little bit confusing right now and quite scary, but rest assured, everything will be fine. Okay? So to refresh again, chart type, candle, 2 minutes, make sure this is unchecked. Graphical tool, ignore. Indicators only using Bollinger Band, which is under, let me see, popular. You'll see Bollinger Band. Change your setting to 7 and 3. Click apply. Okay? To make sure that all your settings for every single currency is there before you start a trading session, just randomly go to any currencies at all, click under indicators, make sure it's at 7.3. Okay? So we'll see you in the next few lectures where we'll go through the method direct on how you can profit consistently using this method. For options, we will be dedicating 1 hour of your day. For Forex, you'll be dedicating another hour of the day. Alright, I'll see you in the next few lectures. Alright, welcome to this lecture, guys. In this lecture, I will teach you what I use as my own method to trade in this IQ options, binary options trading. Usually I only just allocate 1 hour of a day to do options trading, and this method has been tested and has been developed throughout my years of wiping out accounts, learning from mistakes. It has been a wild journey. I would say that it's not been easy, well, but nothing is. So here's my secret. The previous video you would have known how to set up the indicator setting as well as the navigation of how to use the platform itself. So every time when you open up the IQ options to start your trading session, first thing you need to do is, of course, go and check out all your settings are correct. The timing, the setting of Bollinger Band 7.3, and I want you to do is to select over here the top 9 currencies. So you can go one by one and click the top 9. Just have to make sure that is above 75%, that because that was one of the rules of trading that will be covered in one lecture itself, but I'll be covering on towards the rules to trade binary options also. Okay, so let me just set up this quickly. GPY, GPJD, and finally one more. Choose the top 9, just some random currency will do. Right now, as you see this chart, you might feel very confusing as there's a lot to show around, all around the screen. As a beginner, I would suggest that you start off with 4. Okay, so how about we start off with 4, we close out the rest of the currency, and we slowly progress up to 9, okay? Over here we press 4 charts. I want you to scroll out so you can see all 3 lines. Just an overview of the candles will do. Okay, making sure that each of these is 75% and above. Alright, now importantly, I'm going to teach you something we call the Martingale system. Martingale system is a system for gambling, but it works to our extent as we are trading with patterns on the candlesticks patterns and oversold, overbought based on Bollinger Band. There is a table limit when you go to casino, is also because of the Martingale system. Because with Martingale system, you will eventually profit. So more towards that later, I go through with you what I mean about Martingale system and pattern trading inside IQ options. So the first thing I need you to know is the first trade, put as a base example, that I'll be entering at $10. If you win the trade, you go back to $10. If you lose the trade, you will go to the step 2, which is $25. Then if you win the trade, you go back to $10, not start at 25, yes? So this is step 1, step 2, and of course we go on to step 3, 60, step 4, and finally step 5. There is only maximum 5 level to this, okay? So when you make a profit, go back to $10 always. So based on 75% of profit for each trade, you are supposed to make at least $750. So if you lose the first trade, the second trade will cover your previous loss and also make something extra, because you are risking more money, you are supposed to get back more profits. So that's the system towards this Martingale trading. Okay, and we are trading based on 2-minute chart, which means that we are only looking at the minutes of 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0. Okay, so in this example, it is 54 minutes, 52 minutes, 50 minutes, 56, 58. So here we have this candle running at 56. At 2:56, a new candle will come out. So this candle is still counted as the 54th minute candle. Okay, so everybody need to understand this. We are only trading based on 2 minutes, which means that entry point is a very key point for us when we do our trades. When we enter our trades, we follow by the seconds itself. And a new candle opens when it hits 56. You see? New candle opens. So let's get back to this method on how we are using this method to trade. Based on market knowledge, it is very unlikely that you see market moving consistently for 12 minutes consistently, because that will be 6 candles. If you can see, mostly at the third candle or fourth candle, it will have to reflect a green candle. It's not necessary to have 6 consecutively. That is why we are using only 5 levels of the Martingale system, which is also in your resources. You can download from there. And we will want to target a very high profit instead of very high losses or even 50-50 percentage. For this method, a very good percentage of winning is at least 90%, that is a very high percentage. And also we are trading with an indicator called the Bollinger Band, which they have an upper line called the oversold line. Overbought, oversold. Okay, one is overbought, one is oversold. We ignore the middle line. Okay, the top line is overbought, the bottom line is oversold. So when the price should always be in the middle, and every time the candle crosses the top line or the bottom line, you can start to enter your Martingale system. Because there is also based on 1 minute, 5 minutes, but more or less it's the same thing. So we come to a conclusion to just stick it at 2 minutes. This is how we trade. Every time a green crosses a top, green top, we do a sell. Means we do a reverse, because the price is supposed to come back to the middle. When the red is at the bottom, we will do a buy, because the price have to come back to the middle. So for this instant, you see that the red candle has crossed the bottom line. You will start to enter your level 1 here. But at level 1, you see it's still a red candle, means that we are not in profits. But at level 2, it's a green candle. This is where we make sure that we already had made our profit. That's why entry point is very important. Let me see if there's any trades right now that I can show you. At this course here, we will see if there is any live example. We will just trade immediately to show you how we enter the trades. If not, we will just enter as it is, as based on an example. Okay, get back to it. Green crosses the top. This is where we enter our level 1, a sell, which this is a red candle. That's why we will profit at level 1. Same thing, crosses the top, green crosses the top, we enter at the first level, then we get it at level 1, because this is a red candle. And if you look backwards, most of them are there. See, this is level 1, this is level 2, this is level 1. So once again, how we determine level 1 or 2? If it's a red candle, crosses, this is where you enter your level 1, but if this is still a red candle, means you're not profiting at all. Okay, you must be a green candle, because this is where is our entry point and our exit point. Okay, this will be slightly a little bit confusing right now at this point of time, but don't worry, it's supposed to be like this. Okay, just let me now open the rest of the currencies to see if we have any trades that we can show a live example immediately. And the reason why I always open 9 currencies is that not all the time this method will come out, but during that 1 hour of trading time, definitely it will come out at least 10 to 15 times or even 20-30 times with 9 currencies open. That's why I always want to make sure that we only trade 15 trades a day. Because if you trade more than 15 trades, you are exposed to the market more, you are tired, your concentration level is not there, and you start to gamble. Okay, that's where you start losing money. Alright, at the current moment, we don't have any examples yet. So how do you look when you are looking at a 9 chart here? Just now we just missed 1 trade here. You just have to see where is your current candle. This is not near the top, not near the bottom. This is in the middle. So nothing is almost crossing except this. See, the bottom line is almost crossing, the rate is almost crossing the bottom line. The rest of the currencies do not have any movement as of yet. For example, for this, if we were to see something like this cross, we would have entered a buy trade at the next 2 minutes, which will make profit at level 1 here. Okay, let me just do an example here. See if we can find anything to... Nope. Okay, how about this? Right, how do we see this trade is... no, we already crossed the 2 minutes. Okay, now let's go through about entering the trade. Let me see, let's use this as an example. Okay, for now this candle is running at 2 minutes. So this candle will end at 15:04, which for example purposes now we just take as this candle has already crossed the bottom line, and which means that we will determine we want to enter the next trade as a buy. Okay, we will set this timing at 1506. Why? Reason being that this candle ends at 1504. Next candle come out, we want this candle to do a buy. That's where our entry point, that this candle expires 2 minutes later at 1506. That's how we can make our profit here. Okay, set your amount properly. Then you see that anything that is above 75% or even 70%, you can proceed to try and trade. But definitely better is higher the better. Okay, still don't have anything nice here. Okay, maybe here, Euro JPY, I think we have a cross. Yes, we can just take it as, yes, this is cross already. So we'll take this as an example. We'll take the next 2 minutes, enter our pricing. I want you to focus on towards the time here. I want you to enter at 5455. I want to enter at around 58 to prevent any lag time. Because what you are targeting is anything below this entry point line is where you will make a profit. Anything above right now, you will make a loss. IQ options work this way, that if you trade $10, you lose the trade, you will lose $10. If you profit $7.70 at this instant. So we want to enter as accurately as possible. To understand candlestick, when the top here is where the market, when the time closes at 1504, a new candle appear. Then this is the movement of the candle again, moving up and down, moving up and down. And this candle, we set our expiry to be at 1506. Can see your countdown over here and as well here. So as long as you see that the candle is red and you enter a sell, the candle is red, you are at the profits already. So practicing and entering directly on the dot on the line is very important. And let me see if we have other opportunities here to trade. Another one will be here, GBP AUD. Okay, by pressing this and holding, you can move your charts around. This I can more or less confirm that it's confirmed it's going to be a profit already. So I want to prepare for my next currency, GBP AUD. You see the new cross. Same thing, this candle ends at 56. I want to make it a 2 minutes expiry. Set my target to $10 USD and prepare. At around 58-59 seconds, I enter to prevent any lag time. And so you see this one, we profited at level 1. I can't show you level 2, level 3, but most of the trades closes out at level 1 based on the overbought and oversold the method of Bollinger Band. I hope I can show you something on a level 2, level 3. Yeah, for this you see AUD JPY also just cross here. And it might be a little bit too late to enter right now, but if you want to, you can also do it. Then you can just give it a try. Make sure you set your expiry timing properly, not making mistakes, as just now we almost did press 309. We only trade 24680. So the expiry timing is supposed to be at 08. Okay, so these two currency we can show you a level 2. Okay, so we'll just continue on and hope that you can follow the steps and get what we are trying to teach you here. So I'm waiting for this candle to end at 15:08. Anything can happen between these 2 minutes, and the best recommendation is not to stare at the screen itself, as you will feel panic. Some things the price change in the last 10 seconds before expiry. So at the last 30 seconds you can't do anything to your trade already. You can click the new option button, set your next timing first to the next 2 minutes expiry. This candle ends at 15:08. I want the next candle to end at 15:10. Next currency you'll be trading at 25 USD. Making sure that you enter directly on the line is very crucial, because we will have candles like this. More or less we call them doji candles. Small little difference affect your closing price as well. Things like this, very small little candle where the market move up or down just a little bit affects your profit margin. Okay, so we are in level 2 here. You see, for the first, when the market crosses first level, we lose, we go into the second level. The second level is at 25. You'll go back to see other trades. Yes, we missed out this AUD USD, Euro JPY, also something appear here. This one is also at the level 2. As you can see, there are a lot of trades happening all the time. So you just need to dedicate 1 hour of your time per day to do this trading. And you can make consistent profit. Okay, let's prepare for level 3 here. And let's try to enter the rest also. Then you can have a feel of how the speed of trading eventually that you have to be at. Let's set this at the next 2 minutes. Okay, for here, if this is still red, I'll enter at just a level 1 for a buy over here. This is also do a buy. If this is green, I will not touch anymore. So here is another level 1. Previously was level 1, here also another level 1. So if it had seen the market just now, you would have enter our level 1 here and made the second profit for Euro JPY. Now we have these 3 pending trades. While waiting, you can look at other currencies to see if there's any pending crosses, and also give you some time in these 2 minutes to go through what you need to do in the next step. Okay, let's zoom in. So for this is, if we were to enter from here, it's level 1, 2, and this is level 3. Okay, so we have entered another one also here. This is at level 2, but because we never enter just now, we just enter at a level 1 price, but this is supposed to be level 2. Okay, so this is our current one, which is at level 3, which GBP/AUD, we have about 40 seconds to the expiry of all these currency candles. Just mind that every time you see a Bollinger Band crosses, highly likely it will come back to the middle line. And the chances of a currency moving 6 candles, which is 12 minutes consecutively the same direction, then there's something wrong with the market. It's either as market news or some special events that's going on. Usually it doesn't happen. Okay, there will be changes along the way, which is a wave. We always will see a wave up down instead of a very good 6 to 8 candles moving one stretch. But yes, of course, there is times where candles move consecutively, something like that. If this was supposed to be green, it's about 3, 6, 8 candles moving toward consistently for 8 times 2 minutes. That will give you 16 minutes consecutively, which is highly unlikely. Okay, so we clear this out at level, let me see, this is at level 2. We can still enter this actually. 1, 2, 3. Yep, but it's too late already. This will close out at about level 4. This close out at level 2. This also at level 3. Level 2 here. Just keep in mind that the timing that I'm trading right now is actually at a very dangerous timing, which is the opening of the London market. So prices are more volatile right now, moving even faster. There are other timings, like for example 1 PM to 2 PM GMT plus 8, or one of my favorite timings to trade are actually 2 PM to 3 PM 2 PM to 3 PM GMT plus 8. That's my timing here. Then usually you'll hit like level 1, you'll hit. Okay, let's just run through random. Let's say this, we go for 5 currencies, randomly for 5 currencies to see did we make any losses, or at which level did we make profits. So let's just start with, let me put as you'll be good, I guess. If you were to set your trade just to trade from 1 PM to 2 PM, let's see what's the result. Okay, so 1 PM here, you have at level 1. There's nothing at the top. Second here, this is an invalid trade. You must always look at the top green, bottom red. This is bottom green, do not touch. Okay, so this is level 1, we have 1 trade. Nothing here. Level 1, we have 1 trade. 2 trades now. This is still within 2 PM. Level 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 3 trades winning. This is your last trade of the day. We have level 1, 4 trades for 1 currency. Okay, find the second currency, move it back to the same today at 1. Level 2, 5th winning currency. Level 3, 6 winning. Level 1, 7 winnings already. Level 1, 8 trades all winning and nothing else. So we currently have 8 trades that are winning, all within the 5 levels here. Okay, let's move this back to 1 PM. Yes, we have here level 1, so that's 9. Nothing here. Obvious cross, then you do. This, you don't see a cross. Level 1 here. Level 1 here. Level, no, we stopped trading at, this is the last trade, sorry. So we have in total here is a 9 winning trade, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 winning trades only looking at 3 currencies. So we look at the 4th one. 1 PM, nothing much here. Starts from here, level 1. We have this secondly in level 2. Level 3. There's 2 more winning trades. which total our numbers to 14 winning trades now. This is number 15 winning trade, and your 16 over here. So 4 currencies really give you 16 winning trades within level 5. But we will try to, of course, stop at 15 trades, but just for the sake of learning, we just see how many profit we might potentially make. So even if we miss 1 or 2 currencies, it's fine. We just move on, as there are a lot more opportunities to trade. Let's start as 1 here. We have nothing much here. We only have 1 here, level 1. Okay, profit level 1, this is profit level 2. Crosses here, added at level 1, this is level 2, we made our profit. So 2 winning trades here. This is across 2 PM already, so we not touch. So there's total of 18 winning trades now. And this is only 5 currencies. We never go through all 9. You already see we have 18 winning trades already, all within the 5 level, right? So this is how we trade the method. For beginners, I would suggest you to start off with at least 4 charts, eventually moving out to 6, and eventually, if you are used to it, please go to 9 charts. Because this method don't happen all the time, but for the 1 hour, please concentrate. When it's time to happen, you have to enter the trade ready. Okay, so important timings to not trade is this. To avoid market opening hours, you have your London opening hours and your US opening hours. Half an hour before the opening hours, try not to trade, as market will move one direction only when the market's open. Alright, so you can see here that we have quite a number, although we made a profit here just now. But this is one of the example that shows you this is where the the London market starts to open already. Consistently, you see there won't be actually 5, there are more than 5 candles here.